think I'm in frame. I hope I am. I don't have to re-record this. We need to talk about what is happening in my life right now. First of all, hello. How's everybody doing? I haven't made a video in a while, and I'll explain why I haven't in a bit. By the way, this is new. My hair. Hello. New hair coming through. I'm making this video because the past 24 hours has been a complete wreck, and I just need to talk about this real quick and just put it on the internet to share with others the ridiculousness that just happened. Alright, so I was working downtown for a benefit show, and I was thinking about doing Ariana Grande impersonation, kind of like an Ariana Grande tribute, Ariana Grande illusion. So I was like, let me just put this together and try it out for this benefit show. That seems decent, that's alright. Also, if you hear a fan going off, I don't have any air conditioning in my house. I have this little unit right here, and I'm not wearing pants because it is so hot right now. But anyway, so I was at this benefit, and I was just performing whatever, and then I was leaving to go home. And I was speeding down the road at 3 in the morning, as I do. And I get pulled over by a cop in full Ariana Grande drag. And if you follow me on Snapchat, which is Queen Drew Hart, if you want to follow me on there, I talked about this a little bit. And so I get pulled over in Ariana drag, and then I was so tired, exhausted. I couldn't even form sentences, so I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be a complete wreck. So I get pulled over in full Ariana drag, and first of all, this officer asked me a question that no other person has ever asked me when it came to getting pulled over. The first thing he asked me was, is there anybody going to the hospital? Is there anybody hurt? And I was like, no. It's a weird question, nobody's ever asked me that. But I was like, no, it's just me, Ariana Grande. And he was just like, okay, can I see your ID, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, here you go. And he was like, oh, yeah, where are you headed from? I'm like, oh, work. And when I said I was so tired, I was like, oh, work, OCH in Austin. Bitch, you're still in Austin. And he was just like, okay, how much have you had to drink tonight? And I still had X's on my hands. I'm 20 years old, so I had X's on my hands and wristbands. And I was like, yet again, tired as fuck. I was like, oh, I can't drink, I'm 18. And I was like, I'm 20, I'm under 21. I can't drink. I'm an idiot. And he was just like, oh yeah, whatever, you can't really tell with those things, whatever. And I was like, yeah, totally. Give him my ID, he's taking it back because it was a boy, and I'm Ariana Grande, and that's not Ariana Grande on that fucking ID thing. Work. Anyway, so he looked at the ID and he was just like, okay, whatever. And he was just like, so you went 50 miles over the speed limit. 15 miles over the speed limit. Fuck. And he was like, oh, is this ID, or is this address on your ID, the same one that you, live at? And I was like, no. He's gonna look, and he's gonna be like, no, this isn't it. And I was just like, oh, yeah, totally. I actually just moved, 3 days ago. But that address on my ID I haven't lived in since high school. They gave me the whole spiel, you have 3 months to change it or whatever before I have to get you a ticket for it. So I could have gotten 2 tickets that night, 1 for speeding and 1 for having the wrong address on my ID. But he was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna give you a warning, you can go ahead and go. And I was like, what? Maybe he thought I was a transsexual, he was just being nice, maybe he's just a nice guy, maybe he was just over it, maybe he saw that I was just a terrified little exhausted Ariana Grande impersonator and he should just go home, mama, just go home. Then I did. But the next day, my car got towed at my apartment complex because they're putting new asphalt on the parking lot. And I lost my phone that morning, so I couldn't find my phone, and they tried to call me to move it, but then they ended up towing it. So I went to the towing place, I took a lift to the towing place, and I was like, I have a credit card, girl. I'll just pay them $150 to just get my car back, right? Wrong, because my credit card was declined. It turns out I reached my limit, oopsie. And then I didn't have enough money on my debit card. I only had $10 on my debit card, so I had to call my aunt. My aunt got there, tried 5 cards, she couldn't get it. She didn't have enough money either, so I had to use my grandmother's credit card. And yeah, so I'm in trouble for that. It was just a mess of that was in a 12-hour time span. I was an hour late to work. It was a mess, and I was just like, what is going on? I just thought I would share that with you guys. But when things go bad, I just kind of remind myself that things have to go bad for things to go good. Kind of energy and the balance in the universe and shit like that. Which it did. I did a show that night, the night after all this happened, and it was really good and really successful, so. If you see sweat on my face, I apologize. This isn't HD, people. I am a professional, and you can see all my sweat beads, all my stray hairs. You can see my stubble, probably. So a few updates as to why I haven't been doing any videos or whatever. The space that I'm in right now, like the apartment I am in, I share with 2 people, and it's like a small little shoebox of an apartment. So it's very difficult to film something, to set up like this. Neither of my roommates are home right now, and I got all dolled up because I thought I had a booking tonight, but I don't. It's tomorrow, and I was like, well, fuck my life. I hope I'm in frame right now. If I'm not, sorry. So it's really hard to like set up, take down, get in drag, all that kind of stuff, because when I get in drag, usually the sun is down. But I kind of set up a little lighting thing right here. What do you think? What do you think of this lighting? Is it, I feel like it's very amateurish, but also artsy, I don't know. Also, but I'm going to be moving out of this apartment because we've had not only rats, we've also had, I'm like flubbering over my words. I'm so angry. I started talking about my apartment. We've had rats as soon as we moved in. We had rats. We had to get rid of those. Not mice, rats. We had bed bugs recently. So that was a thing. We had to pack up our entire apartment. It's still kind of packed up because we're going to be moving in 2 months. Tomorrow when I turn in my rent and the payment for all the pest control treatments that we're already paying for month per month, we still have to pay for anyway for some reason. Excuse me, I burped. When I go to drop off like the rent and the payment and all that stuff, I'm gonna be like, we're not renewing our lease, bitch. We're out of here, bitch. So once I move, we're gonna be down a roommate because she's gonna go do her thing. So we'll have 2-bedroom apartments, so I'll actually have a bedroom to myself instead of sharing it with someone, so then I'll have a setup that is permanent, and then I can do more YouTube videos then, but that's gonna be like in a couple months. I've also been really busy. I have 4 jobs. I have like my day job, I do drag, and I also do like princessing here and there, which are like ton of subjects for videos I can make, but I don't have the time or the space to do it. So that's why I haven't been making YouTube videos. I meant to be vlogging. There were 2 cons I did this year that I was supposed to vlog, but I don't have a vlogging camera because it broke. I have this camera, but it's like huge and not ideal for vlogging. I tried to vlog with my phone. My phone wasn't saving any of the videos. I try to vlog with this thing, it is too big to carry around. Is it still recording? Hold on. I try to vlog with this camera and it's just too big to carry around and vlog with. And the viewfinder isn't like a flip-up viewfinder, so am I in frame? I never know. Like right now, I don't know if I'm in frame. I hope I am. I tested it out, so hopefully I'm still in frame. Oh, there were huge sweat beads on my forehead and you didn't tell me. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that video. I thought I'd share that story with you guys. Since my last Storytime video did really well, it's my most viewed video on my channel right now, yes, thank you. So when crazy things happen, I will tell you. This story wasn't really that crazy, not as crazy as the last one, but it was still like what the fuck? Like, why did all this happen like at once with my car and everything? And I want to show off my new hair, and I want to tell you guys what was going on. So, more videos to come since I have an evening to myself now, apparently, and I'm in drag. I might as well just film a few videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys my next video. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on social media. All the links are in the description. And like this video, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your church, christianmingle.com. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. Goodbye.